Tony here with Too Much Outdoors. On this episode, we're converting our maple syrup evaporator into a smoker, and we're making deer jerky. So this is my maple syrup evaporator. It's just a 55-gallon drum barrel that I made a little bit longer by screwing two of them and welding two of them together. And I thought it'd be cool, since I only use it a couple weeks out of the year for maple syrup, if I would make a lid for it from my cutoffs here and be able to use it as a smoker. So this is my idea. I got the two cutoff sections of this barrel. I thought I could screw them together and then put some hinges on the side that I can bolt on and off, and I'll be able to use it as a lid. So this is what the evaporator looks like with the stainless steel pan on. I can put a little handle on there, use it as a smoker the rest of the year. There, I have the second one overlapped slightly, so I'm going to throw a couple self-tapping screws through that just to kind of hold it in place. I'm just going to throw a rivet in here. There we go. It's a good one. And this is what it looks like from the inside. Here are the two hinges I got. I might have to get a third one. I think for these ones I'm gonna use bolts. I got some 1/4 hardware and then a 1/4 bit. Got a box end wrench. This is so freaky. It's like nighttime out, but still bright. It's like everything around the sky is dark, other than the sun is still bright just around the edges of it, but it feels so weird. The chickens are taking baths. They don't seem too fazed by it. Let's check out the chickens. It's even darker under the tree. You probably think it's time to eat because it's getting dark out. For them, it's always time to eat. Alright. Flip the hinge out of the way. Got a little bit of a gap here. There we go. Hinges. What do you think about that? Just as rusty. I think I might weld these bolt heads on the back of this wrench. Right in the center. Two fender washers. And I'll lift this lid up. I'm gonna throw another washer and a nut. That, I could probably crank that a little bit. All right, check that out. Pretty good gap there. All right, so this never happens. Cousin-in-law Matt gave me the shelf. I thought it was stainless, but I think it might be metal and it might be painted, so I might have to burn off the paint in the fire, but it's the same width as the exact same width as the grate. I don't even know if I'd have to cut that off because this sits down on it pretty good. I like to do about a 1/4 inch thickness because it shrinks up pretty good. Looks like 4 pounds, 8.2 ounces, so about 4.5 pounds right there. There we go, there's all our meat cut up. So I already have this hillbilly jerky mix, so that's what I'm going to use. You can basically put any kind of seasonings and like Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, whatever you like. You can add brown sugar if you wanted a sweeter jerky. But I really like this hillbilly jerky from Koniggers, and I'll usually add a little bit of cayenne pepper just to make it a little spicier. Alright, so these jerky mixes come with these 2 bags of cure and 2 bags of seasoning. And the bags, you use one of the bags on each of them. So this will do, the whole bag will do 10 pounds. So we got 5 pounds, so I'm going to use just these 1 bags. Start with seasoning. When you put this stuff in, you want to stand back, because if it gets in your nose, you're going to start sneezing and stuff. Some of the stuff's pretty potent in there. Alright, now I'm just going to mix that up. Alright, I got a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm just going to throw a little bit of that on there. And throw a little bit more on. I like a little bit of heat to my jerky. Alright, there we go. They'll be good. Now I'll throw this in the fridge. And the past few days when I've had a fire, throwing this on there and moving it around, so I think I burned it enough that it'll be okay. So the plan is I got bamboo skewers. Lay it across here, I'll be able to put a bunch of them on there. I'm gonna lay some bricks in there to put the coals on, and then maybe build like a little wall just so it's not direct heat. Alright, so we got the charcoals going. they're pretty much ready. So I'm starting to get the meat on, and what we're doing is just skewering about, I don't know, about 8, 9, 10 pieces on there, and then just kind of getting them in between the racks. And they just hang like that, and I'll space them apart so they're not touching. See, it's all hanging. It's kind of cool. Got our charcoals going. I also have some apple chips I'm gonna throw on there. Every so often throw a couple apple chips on there to get some good smoke going. There we go. We got it smoking. It's 9:50 now, so I'll probably check it in about an hour and see what it's starting to look like. Well, I got a couple bricks on the lid just to close the gap a little better, but I don't think the smoke escaping is going to be a bad thing. What do you think, Hank? Does it look good? Running around a hot stove.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's been about an hour, and you can see that it's not real hot in there. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cooled down even more because I opened up the lid, but I'll open it up quick. I threw some more charcoal briquettes in there, and I also added wood chips and wrapped it in tin foil to kind of do more like a slow smoke. But I figured I would throw some more charcoals in there so to get it a little hotter. But they are starting to not firm up, but dry out. See, there's an update of them right there. Alright, it's about 12 o'clock. I don't know if you can see, but temperature gauge has been going about 100, 105, 106 degrees. So, little update. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to let the heat out. Alright, it's 1:20 and it's starting to look like jerky. I'll pull out a chunk for you. You can see it's starting to dry out, but it's not quite there yet. I'm going to throw some more charcoal briquettes in there and get it heating up again. Check it out, our multi-purpose smoker evaporator. It's now also, we threw a cooking grate in there, and it's a hot dog cooker. So we're gonna have us some lunch here in a couple minutes. It's gonna give the jerky a good hot dog flavor. When did we get it on?
I have no idea.
About 10 o'clock, so for quite a bit of hours. So we've been keeping the temperature anywhere between about 100 and 150 degrees. But it looks like it's all about done now. Pretty good. Tastes good. Check that out. Alright, it's been smoking for about 9.5, 10 hours. And that's what we got. Most of them are all pretty much done. We kept the temperature somewhere about between 100 and 150 degrees about the whole time. So that's what we got. Delicious.
It's like picking berries. You get some for yourself and a few for the bowl.
Some of the bigger pieces are still in there, just to get a little more dry, but here's what we got so far in the bowl. That's what your 4.5 pounds of deer meat turns into. Really shrivels up. Alright, thanks for watching. like and subscribe. Alright, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, click subscribe to Too Much Outdoors for a new one every 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.